Hey y'all, it's Val. So exciting. I got some new colored pencils in the mail today. Actually not in the mail, from Amazon. So I got the Soucolor 72 count set. So today I plan on swatching them and just trying them out. Drew a little apple barrel piece right here. Can't really see that with the lighting too well. There we go. Oh, it shows up a little better. So yeah, so I plan on coloring that in and seeing how they work. And then eventually what I would like to do is I want to, I mainly color with Crayola right now. So what I would like to do is I would like to compare these to the Crayola to see if they're similar or better. So yeah, let's play. I'm gonna point the camera down and let's get swatching and coloring. So initial thoughts here, it comes in a very sturdy cardboard tube. And just giving it a little shake, and I notice that, you know, they move around a little bit, not too bad. They're packed in there pretty good. And unfortunately, I lost my original footage of when I was taking these out, so I've already sharpened all of these, but they did come lightly sharpened with a flat top, so I sharpened them even further. And they feel like they're pretty thick. And as I'm swatching them out, I noticed that the white, like in all budget brands, doesn't really do a whole lot. So, I don't know, you could probably use it as a blender pencil. And these are a wax-based pencil. They lay down very smoothly, and they felt very creamy and very buttery. And so far, it seems that the pigments are very rich and very vibrant. I was definitely getting a pretty good color payoff. The one drawback that I did see with these pencils is that they only had the color number on the pencil. There was no color name, and I've done a little bit of research and I could not find the color name anywhere. So what I might do is I may email the company and see if I can get a list of the color names. If I do, I will definitely let y'all know if I can get those color names, because I prefer to have color number and a color name. Just makes it easier when you're putting your colors together, at least for me to have the color name, because I originally started out by trying to put them in color families for swatching, and I was just having a really hard time because, you know, some of the barrels and colors looked like they could be red, but they might be purple. You know, you weren't quite sure where they'd fall. So I ended up just putting them in number order and swatching them that way. And for the most part, they had them, you know, the number order was within a color family. There was just a few interspersed here and there that were oddballs. But yeah, so far I'm really liking these pencils. The pigments are great and they feel good. They seem like they're easy to work with. Just from, you know, swatching them, they seemed like they were easy to work with. They were gliding across the paper. Wasn't having to work too hard. Alright, so here's the completed swatch. There's definitely a nice variety of colors. I would have liked to have some more yellows. There seemed to be a pretty good variety of reds and oranges. A large selection of blues and greens. Definitely some very pretty blue-greens. The pinks and the purple selection was okay. There was a good selection of earthy browns. And this set was definitely lacking in the gray tones. There's only two, and they were very warm, almost brownish grays. So I would have liked to have seen some more cool grays. So I was kind of getting in the mood for fall, so I drew this apple barrel piece, and that's what I'm going to be testing these on. I drew this on Canson XL mixed media paper. It's a 98 pound, 160 GSM cardstock. So it's a very thick paper that's got some texture to it. So it was definitely, I think, a good test paper. And I'm just going to speed through this footage as this is a review and not a coloring lesson. So sit back, relax, and watch my coloring process. And here I just wanted to break in and point out that I am using a Prismacolor colorless blender. Just using it to smooth out the colors before putting the final layers on. So that piece is not part of the Soucolor. I'm just using a colorless blender. And then for the background, I wanted a watercolor effect. So I tested an acrylic ink and then also some watercolor markers. With the watercolor markers, I drew them onto a palette and then mixed them together with water. It was the easiest option I had next to me. I didn't really feel like digging out my watercolors at that point, so that's what I had next to me, and hey, it works. I ended up choosing the watercolor markers because that particular color was just a little bit more muted and gray, and that's kind of the fall feeling that I wanted, so that was the color that I chose. The piece is now completed, so here are my final thoughts. For the price, these pencils were definitely great. I got these off of Amazon. At that time, they were $16.99 for the 72 count set. I do have Amazon Prime, so I don't pay for shipping. So after shipping and taxes, it was a total of $18.20. So that was a pretty good deal. They laid down really smoothly. I could build up lots of layers. They blended together beautifully, and I didn't really have to put in a ton of extra effort to do it. So I would definitely give these a 4 out of 5 stars. If you're looking for a budget pencil, a step up from Crayola, I would definitely invest in these. They were very nice. A nice step towards a good premium artist grade pencil, I would say. And it just so happens that at the end, the piece turned out so awesome that my sister-in-law wanted it. So now I have half of her Christmas present done, which is pretty sweet. So now all I have to do at this point is come up with 2 more small fall-inspired pieces to go along with it. And then her Christmas present is all done, and then on to a bunch more. It's definitely getting into that time of year for me when I have to start thinking about Christmas presents, because I usually create art pieces for each of my family members, so we're getting to that time of year where I'm going to have to start working on those. Yeah, so I hope you guys really enjoyed this. Definitely, like I said, if you are looking for some cheaper colored pencils, I would recommend these most definitely. So I hope you all have a good day, and I really enjoyed hanging out, and we'll see you next time. Sending you lots and lots of love.